muting you right now as I'm chit-chatting. And I just want to tell you guys to move freely, have fun, and most importantly, just saturate your body with breath. We're here to breathe and move and synchronize the two together. So we're going to harmonize all of our breath body movements today. Are you ready to get started? I'm ready. Let's go. Let's meet on the mat back here. We're actually going to start standing in my class today most times. And when you come back to your mat, you'll notice that I have a T shape for my mat. You don't need that. You can always just turn, and I try to turn and show you everything as we go. But I'm going to come down into what's called horse stance. I'm really light in my legs, not yet squatting, just kind of bouncing around a little bit here and letting my arms float very freely. Most importantly, bring a little smile to my face and start to shift your weight right to left. Okay, now let your sides move. I want you to think about yourself like a jellyfish here. There's no speed necessary. You move as quickly or as slowly as you want today. And when you're ready, the back of your hand starts to push just in the direction that you're moving. We're very soft for our shoulders, our elbows, our wrists, and our fingertips. I am encouraging a little bit of Tai Chi inspired movement. So flow and move. Just let it feel good. Let's take 3 more of these big sweeps each way, and I'm going to make it just a little different. All kinds of stretches in the beginning. Left arm only sweeps in a big circle all the way out to the side and down. Right arm only, sweep and release. Breathe in, breathe out. As we lunge to the sides here, take a little peek down, making sure our joints are safe. Our knees need to stay behind our baby toes. So if you feel like you're kind of jutting out, just take your step a little bit wider. And during our Tai Chi inspired workout, we breathe as we move, and our eyes follow our fingertips to start to establish that mind-body connection. 1 more each way after this one. One of my favorite moves. We're going to step our feet in a little bit, folks. You can jump too, that's just fun. Jump in a little, twist to the right side, and then twist to the left side, but look at my heels. Lift and pivot like a baby lunge. Now I want you to figure out how to get so loose and heavy in your torso that your arms feel like they can infinitely fling out to the sides. If you're feeling ready, we can step a little wider and lunge a little lower. Eyes stay down so your neck is really happy on this swivel. And you're breathing tons of beautiful energy, maybe a golden, warm, white light into your lower back. We have 3 more each way. One of my favorite moves. And the next one's just gonna be fun. Come back to your horse stance. That's like a squat, but I'm really easy and agile in my legs. Arms come down. You have a little ball of energy here. We're gonna swing it in a circle to the right, and then actually throw it off to the right. Swing it in a circle to the left. Big in breath, big out breath. And it doesn't have to be noisy. You can certainly breathe in and out through your nose if that feels best for you. I want us to try to warm up our internal and our external obliques. Let's double check our stance. Now we stepped out wide enough that our knees are behind our toes. Keep going, folks. I'm gonna make sure everyone's muted. Keep going with that. Let's try 3 more big, beautiful breaths each way. Don't worry if I got off from a different side than you. No worries, folks. Now this can get us really buzzy through the upper body. So let's take a moment to just pause. Feel your head get a little spinny. I love that. We get cheap thrills sometimes in yoga and move all different ways. So when you're ready, let's come into some sun salutations and warm the whole body as one. Little hop together, standing at the tippy top of your mat. Arms rise high, lift up into extended mountain pose. Mountain pose, arms float back down, chair pose or intense pose. Sink butt back, knees forward, arms rise. Exhale into forward fold. I'll show you one front to back and then I'll turn to the sides if you need a little help. Halfway lift, fingertips rise up from the ground. Top of head to tail is long. We may even have fingertips off the ground or on our books or blocks. Float back to forward fold. Right leg lunges back first. Let's kneel this lunge. Knee, shin and top of back foot, relax. Hands climb up to left knee, opening our chest. Lift out into 2 90-degree knees and then push back down. Lift out and push back down. Let's add some arms. Reach forward and up, forward and down. forward and up. Feeling our right front of hip, the psoas, really lengthen. I want to lift out, pressing out of my legs to lift my torso up. Last one. Frame out front foot and somehow take that foot back, whether it comes straight back into tabletop or swings out to the side. Downward facing dog. Tuck toes, rise up through hips. Ears are about in line with elbows, and our hips rise as we peel our sits bones apart by bending knees, pushing down through balls of feet, and separating the mat in between your big toes. Feel like you could pull it right apart. On your next breath in, ripple forward to plank or kneeling plank. Great place to be. Bring your chest forward, slowly lower it to your elbows, and then make contact with the floor. Upper body comes down, elbows peel back, and if it feels tight for shoulders, fingers come out wide to lift you up into a little baby back bend. Push back to child's pose, hands under shoulders, hips to heels, ease back and stretch long. Bring your hands into suction cups on the mat so your fingertips are down. We're pulling up through the heel of hand. Downward facing dog. When you can, bend your knees, push your shins forward and your thighs back. Peel the mat apart in between your big toes. Push outwards. Still breathing big. Right leg rises high on your next in-breath. Let's look to where we're going to land right between our thumbs. Bring it on through in a crunch, and whoops, if we got stuck, hold the ankle, help it through, kneeling lunge. Just relax for a sec. Knee, shin, and top of left foot down. Really letting go. Rise up through the hips, bring your hands towards your right thigh, and then as we have the 90-degree knees, we sink right back down. Lift up one more time, and then we're gonna add those beautiful arms forward and up, forward and down. Ready? With the breath. If you feel like you've been really still, sometimes it's very empowering to let the breath come out through the lips. Otherwise, soft breaths in and out through your nose. As long as you're breathing, you're feeling good. Framing out the front foot this time, tuck back toes, lift back knee, and step forward. Forward fold, allow your head to really hang. Clasp your hands behind your low back, right thumb on top. Press knuckles somewhere. Back, up, whatever peels your chest open, but then refold a little deeper. Now, if I'm especially tight today in my hamstrings, I have a deep knee bend, and I'm resting my chest right on my thighs, but I have the goal of getting the top of my head towards the floor, fully supported or not. You choose. One more breath. Allow your hands to float like raindrops to the earth, a little pitter-patter down, so soft. Bend your knees a bunch, rise high to sky, inhale. Side bend with a little step. Step your left leg behind, lift your body up first, and then tip to the right side, so long on this right side. Center, right leg steps behind, lift first, inhale. Inhale some more, extra sip. Oh, it feels so good. One more time, let's go for it. Step back to center, left leg behind. And then maybe we want to rotate. You know, if it feels like it's going to be good, do it. Whatever moves you. Center, inhale. Right leg steps behind, move if you wish. Look in any way that feels great. Back to center. Okay, let's go on to the other side. I'm going to turn to the side so that you can always see me. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift from there. Inhale, really lengthen, top of head through tail. Soften your knees. Pull space between your ribs. Float back to forward fold. Your left leg comes back. Different this time, folks. We can stay elevated through back or kneel the whole time you choose. Right arm rises for twisted lunge. If my hip pushes open, I'm going to take it and whoosh, pull it back towards my left big toe. One more big breath in. Some arm circles here. Make a tiger claw to feel tense in your muscles so that we can really stretch out. And if the tiger claw feels too tight for your chin, your chest, your throat, just let it go. Two more big breaths, squeezing inner thighs together. Eyes following fingers for a little neck stretch. One more big twist, unwind, push back to down dog. How do you want to get there? Bring it straight back. Maybe we pause and table or child's. We're right up to down dog. You choose. Soft knees. Lift and lengthen top of head away from tailbone. Any shimmies or shakes you want to make. Before we move on, let's lift both heels. Tip your heels both over to the right side, little swivel, and then press back. Coming back into center, inhale. Tip both heels over to the left side, right on down, then push straight back. Last breath here. Inhale, come back to center, and look forward as we ripple. Ooh, coming into plank position. Knees down if you'd like. Chest comes forward, and then we slowly lower chest to elbows. To the floor we go. Okay, you might clunk into furniture, so let's be careful here. Fingertips come out a little bit further, and then they're gonna reach forward overhead. Thumbs are up here. I'm gonna move back so I don't clunk. We're coming out to sweep our arms all the way around the corner, so we're sweeping out. And then bring them back, thumbs up, having a good time here. Sweep them out, chin tucks in towards chest, back of neck lengthens, toes are staying connected to the ground. 2 more, big breath in. Seeing if we can lift just a little longer. We don't really care about height. We want to go as long as possible. When you get back overhead with thumbs up, sweep hands back down to where they're comfy, tuck chin, nose is hovering above the ground, toes, knees and thighs lift. Coming out to the sides again, same thing. Lift a little higher, knees and thighs, tip out to the side, and touch big toes down. Bring it back in like you're making the M&M shape. Inhale, use your outer thighs, exhale. Now the whole time it's like there's a mirror under my nose, and I'm gonna fog it up. Inhale, exhale. Let's go one more for good measure. Can you poke your toes out longer like someone's pulling your big toes back? Good job, yogis. Push back into child's pose. Tuck into downward facing dog. Tuck toes, lift hips. Really feel good here. Any shimmies or shakes you want to make is yours for the taking. Left leg rises high. Inhale. Step in between your hands, please. And we have to get that twist on. So you choose, do I want a high lunge or a low lunge? Pulling my left hip back towards my right big toes. Lift up through the left arm. If your neck feels really healthy, eyes gaze upwards. Tense or not through your tiger claws, and then sweep forward. Coming back. If it feels great, eye gaze follows in this big, beautiful circle. We are really squeezing our inner thighs together. A strong foundation is the key to our strength making in our yoga practice. 3. 2 more big breaths. Well done, yogis. Land this time. Hands frame out our front foot. We somehow get our back foot forward into fold. Fold deeply here, really luxuriously. Enjoy that stretch. Clasp left hand on top, left thumb on top. Stretch your arms all the way behind your back to the sky. Bend your knees as deeply as you need to support yourself. Let your head hang and shake it a giant no. No, I have no time for any of that tension today. And you know what comes next, my friends. Shake it a big yes. Allow your hands to flow back to the earth. I believe we are ready to move on. Big in-breath, arms rise high. Extended mountain pose. How about a little balance challenge here? Rise up through the heels. One of my favorites, one of the hardest, suspension pose. Once you're in the fullest, tallest version of you, spread your arms open wide. Whew. And then offer your heart up a little higher. Peel your shoulder blades back together, kissing in towards your spine. One big breath to rise. You are staying tall. I know you've got this. And arms and heels land feather soft. Woo. Inhale, child's pose. A little different variation of our hands here. We are taking our thumbs and interlinking them and then pulling our fingers open overhead in our chair pose to stretch our shoulders and our chest. This is big, yeah? Hurt your shoulders, don't do it. Keep the arms up or do any other arm variation in the whole wide world. It's yours for the taking. One more big breath in. Heel elevated chair. Keep everything the same except for rise up off your heels. Feeling strong yet? Breathing in. When that little fire begins to burn in your thighs, tell yourself, welcome strength. Heels down, arms stay. Right knee lifts. We're lunging behind, but as slowly as possible. Can you push back for 3 seconds? I know it's hard. Bend your front knee, 2 seconds. Lunge, arms rise high. We let our butterflies go. And our right arm bends. We take a tricep stretch. Hold on to the back of your elbow. And then use your chin and your head to lift and push back. Get long, shoulders away from hips. Feel strong in your legs, but then press your head back for a baby back bend. Too much, yogis? Don't do it. Keep the arms overhead. If anything ever hurts, please listen to that, not me. One more big breath. The only change I'm going to make is if I feel like taking my left hand down behind my low back, I may be able to reach fingertips together, or I just pause wherever I've landed. Then we're adding on the back knee. Almost to the floor, pull it right back up. 3 more like that. This is really tough. When your dominant shoulder is down, that's when it gets really hard. So if this is you on this side and it feels extra tight, just breathe through it today. Last one. Stay all the way down for your lunge, knee hovering above the floor. Watch my back leg. It straightens back by pushing through the heel. Rebend, push back. Good. Keep the arms if you can. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. One more, yogis. I know you can. Now you may have slipped out really wide. I know you've got this. Arms rise high. Shift your weight forward and just step into chair. Chair. Don't you rise. You got this. Oh, how's your legs feeling? This time just gently hold on to your opposite wrists, forearms or elbows overhead. The way you just naturally wrapped, it feels pretty habitual, right? Can you wrap the other way? It's so weird, isn't it? That little change is so fun. One more big breath. Lift up through your heels. Oh, we got this together. Yes. Okay, keep the shoulders relaxed down from your earlobes. Open your heart and chest forward. You can. Heels melt back down, arms rise. Left knee into chest, rise and back for 3 seconds at a minimum. If you can lunge longer, do it. Bend your front knee, push back, push back, push back. Arms rise. Super, guys. Once we get into lunge, just worry about bending your left arm. Take your fingers of the right hand to that left elbow. Whoosh, tricep stretch. How about those necks? What are we going to do? Lengthen the neck. Offer heart up. Open chin to push your head back. And this may be where you stay. It feels good. Otherwise, right arm comes down and our hands may clasp behind low back, but if not, they're still reaching. If this right arm is your dominant arm, really hard down here, right? Breathe and believe that you can do this. Left knee lowers, arms stay wherever you feel powerful. Rise back up. Get so close to the ground, you almost touch it. I just did. Wow. Bringing that heat into the legs today, yogis. When we sit a lot, we don't really get a lot of this work, so bringing it on today. Extra credit, one more. Keeping the arms, if you need to change them, you do it anytime. Rebend into your lunge. We have a really bent left knee, and then I'm straightening up, pulling high through the thigh. I'm gonna show you from the side, just in case you missed that. We come down, and then we push straight back through the left heel. Bend, extend. Let's try 3 more like that. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful job, guys. I know the legs are burning, but I know you can do this. Shift your weight forward with the intention of moving forward. Arms guide you in the direction you're going. Chair pose one last time. Sink. Okay, beautiful. Palms come to heart center and really start to peel your shoulders. When we lift, they start to crunch up, yes? Peel them down, back, as if someone's pulling your elbows behind you. Lift again, one more big breath into your chest. And as you exhale, twist to the right, just twist around the corner. Yeah, kind of like a merry-go-round. We're just twisting, we're not dropping. Twist to the left. Is your navel, your knees, your hip points staying forward? Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now if possible, you're gonna sink your butt down. And as you sink your butt down, forward with the chest, belly towards thighs, getting a little lower. So we're gonna twist like this for 3 more, seeing if there's a way we might hook our elbow across our knee to the right side. Left elbow hooks, and if not, you stay right here with me. If possible, twisted chair. Push your palms, if elbow made contact with right thigh, and boost up, twisting eye gaze up, thumbs towards sternum level. Otherwise, we're staying in our twist here. Breathe. One more big breath in. Yogis coming back to the center. Same thing on the other side. You either stay twisted to the left, or you start to drop forward, forward and out. Lengthen top of head through tail. Belly comes down. Right elbow may hook, but then I lift and I twist. Eye gaze up towards left elbow. One more big breath in. Squeeze your inner thighs together. One more big breath out. On your next inhalation, come back to center. Inhale, arms to extended mountain pose. Exhale down to mountain pose. Good job, guys. Step back towards the middle of your mat, or turn your mat, or turn sideways. Jump out, or just step one foot then the other. It's just fun. Why not? Right toes turn out, left toes turn out. Excuse me, left heels turn out. Arms spread wide in warrior 2. Okay. Just find it, float down, see how you feel. Guide your knee out towards your right baby toe. And then eye gaze looks over your right fingertips. Find energy in your back inner thigh. Lift up through your right arch. Soften your knee a tad, and blade edge seals down through the outside foot. Okay, extending our warrior 2 today. So reach out with your right fingertips, and at a minimum, try to land your right forearm soft, like a buoy in water, on your right thigh. Left arm comes up. This is step one. If this feels really great, step two, like a model, taking a picture on the beach, just cruising back in that warm sand. Option three, I know it's tough, your legs are tired. Arms reach a little bit, like goalposts, or a lot, like you're hugging that beach ball. I'm all about the summer vibes today, can you tell? Now, I'm gonna ask you to really guide your right side up. Rotate left side back and around. Find openness. Yes, you can. And last but not least, right arm comes around the body, left arm comes around the body for that little hug. I like to also push my fingertips on my left shoulder. It just helps us remember, oh yeah, I'm opening my chest. One more big breath. Ungrip through your right toes. Send the arms back out and rise to warrior two. Warrior squats, sumo squats, goddess squats, whatever you want to call them is yours today. Sink down a little lower. Uh-oh. Sink down a little lower. Arms rise high. Relax shoulders. Reach fingertips to me. Fold forward in this squat. Inhale, rise, yogis. Yes, you can, because you are warriors. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Let the arms fall. Turn toes in so you can come to the floor with your hands. And then staying in your squat, walk over to the right side. Ow, that's the hot side that we just worked. And try to stretch out so long. If it feels better, you can straighten your left leg. We're just trying to get a left side body stretch here. Allow your head to bow. The heavier you can get on the upper body, the bigger you'll feel the sensations in the left side. One more big breath in. This one rises you all the way up, back into your warrior squat. Don't worry, we won't stay. Left toes turn out, right heel turns back. Where are we again? Warrior two. So do all of the things. Just soften into it first. Wiggle through left toes, free up any tension in your face. Arms spread a little longer. Turn your palms up right here and ask yourself, did my shoulders feel like they did a big circle? That means we have tight forward shoulders. So turning palms up can really open us up. Left knee pulls out to baby toe. Back knee softens, arch invigorates, and side edge seals down. I know you're ready to move. Left fingertips reach out. I was just trying to distract you for a minute. Left forearm to thigh, but I'm not here. I'm really light. I'm invigorated through my left side. Right arm rises. Good. Stay if you want. Palms to heart center. Stay if you want. See what happens every time you move. You kind of sneak out. When you find yourself sneaking out, either embrace it, that's where you are today, or come back down. Arms rise, guys. Open your chest. This is so hard, so a little goes a long way. And if you're finding it so hard that you're not enjoying yourself, we've defeated the purpose of our yoga practice. So let's just feel good. Find the best place for you today. Option, hold your beach ball lovingly. One more big breath, yogis, my favorite part to come. Left arm wraps around your body, right arm around the low back. And then we have the option to take it to the shoulder to go, oh, hey, open some more wide edge. How are we feeling in the lower half? Stronger than ever before? I know. One more big breath in, guys. The exhale is so powerful. It boosts us right back up. Warrior two. Holy cow, turn the toes in, warrior squats. Arms stay out for a moment. Find your squat. Yes, you can. My friends, a challenge today. Arms come to goalpost, palms forward. Now remember, we have to pull our shoulders open, chest opens. Lift up through both heels. See them rising? Okay, we're gonna shift to the right. Shift to the right, knee stays behind pinky toe. Shift to center. Well, hard with heels up, yes? Shift to the left. It's the same thing we did earlier in our Tai Chi inspired moves, except the lift makes it 20 times more fun. Come back to center. Ready? Left. And I know you were thinking in your head, oh, I hope she does another one. I am. One more big breath in. Oh, center. Guys, breath comes in, and one more big breath out. Soften the heels. Toe heel in if there's no jumps left in you, but if there is, whoop, jump it together. Great job, guys. Arms rise overhead. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Take your palms and push them up as high as possible. Sink down into a baby squat. Lift your right foot, eagle pose, balancing. Come on over. Either tap them to the floor, keep them above the floor, or double wrap the legs. Now from here, clasp your hands. Watch what they're gonna do. They're gonna flip up towards the sky, but my fingers get lazy. I wanna keep my fingers really open. Come on up. If you're way too wobbly up here, Don't forget that props are why we are in a private space. They're the best part. They're not why. It's the best part of a private space. So hold your hands on anything around you, your walls, your couches, your doors, if you need to. Inhale, lengthen. Whoa. All right, guys. Feel the shoulders peel open and back. Stay strong in your eagle legs. Lower if possible. Wrap a little tighter if your body's letting you in. Ready for the big balance challenge? I'm shaking, are you? Inhale, rise. Keep the arms if possible, otherwise outer lace, so let go of your hands. Knee lifts, right knee pushes back into warrior three. Unlace, that's the word I was thinking of. From warrior three, rise all the way back up to the knee lift. Whoops, hop around if you need to, find your balance. And then a Shiva squat. Right knee comes behind the left knee or down to the left ankle. Knee lift, inhale. Warrior three, push back. If the arms are too much, take them anywhere that feels best for you. Use blocks or books to support you. Arms rise, high knee lift. That Shiva squat. Right knee crosses behind to the left knee or to the left ankle. Twice more, yogis. Yes, you can if any doubt crept in. Inhale. Exhale. One breath per movement, or if it feels so great that you're like, I wanted to stay, stay. Last round. Come on, up strong. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen where we can. Oh, guys, this is going to be our last standing sequence. So hang in there. I know you've got this. Baby squat. Come on into it. Both heels land, arms fall. Give your shoulders a shimmy or some love. Inhale, arms rise. Baby squat again. Lift your left knee and cross over for eagle legs. You know where we can go. Toes to floor kickstand. Little lift, single wrap or double wrap. Arms rise. Let's get back to it, yogis. If you interlaced one way, can you interlace the other way? Flare open the webbing, end your fingers. Arms rise high. We're just chilling. We're gonna kick it here in eagle pose. Feeling so strong? Squeeze your inner thighs together, your belly in, and fill up with breath. When the wobbles come, which they will, let them pass. There's no race here. There's no gold medal at the end. We just have to feel good. So if you need to slow down your practice, you do. One more breath in. When you're ready, we're keeping the arms as long as possible or change when you need to. Left knee rises. Warrior three, push back. We're coming back up to stand. Warrior three turns into knee lift, turns into Shiva squat. Left knee behind right knee, or sink down low and bring it behind the right ankle. Knee left. Ooh, how about your fingers? Where'd they go? Warrior three. Yes, this is challenging. It's probably one of the hardest things we've ever done in our lunchtime yogas. Can you do it? Of course you can. You just have to dig deep, and there's plenty of options. What are my options? Well, I could touch my back toe down. I could rise up, and I can touch my back toe down again. So I'm gonna do it. It turns into a little curtsy. How cute. Keep the fingertips open, arms steady and strong. Last one. Look how fast we got through that one. Woo, and I almost fell at the end, but held on to it. How'd you guys do? Touch, touch, touch. Inhale, rise. Let the poor arms go. Oh, let the poor hands go. Let the poor legs go. Just shake it all out. Here comes pure enjoyment. Step out about as wide as your mat, or hop if you like to hop. And then we're gonna sink down. So you choose your squat. If your arms still have it in them, reach them forward. If you feel like you want to come low, come low. And then you never have to stay still, yogis. So you can move all over, and I love to explore. Sink down. Inhale, rise. Open in a twist. If you can imagine it, you should do it and see if your body likes it. Lift and wiggle your toes. Smile, because all the hard stuff is over. Feel okay? We're gonna have a seat in a sec, but let's get a big one in first. Palms come to prayer, or just palms together, pinkies to the floor. And then slide your pinkies forward, like you're creating a little tunnel here. As you do, see what happens. We begin to bow, and then we just drop our head down, trying to separate the upper back. Breathe heavily into the big upper back area. Make it really expansive with your breath. Still breathing, yogis. If it's too much, you always stay with option one. Last big breath in. And on the exhalation, one hand comes in front, one hand in back to allow you to get to the floor softly. And then just step the soles of your feet out a tad bit wider. We have to lift though. Those hands push us down to lift our butt. Scoot it straight back. My pelvis tilted forward, tailbone went up. That enables me to fold. I'm first going to twist. Hands come inside our inner thighs, and we can use it to press our knees open a tad, but I want to keep my big toes plugged in. Right arm swivels open, and then undoes just as quickly. Right hand pushes, left arm swivels open. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's try that again. Inhale. If it's too big on your low back, we just come out a tad bit. Just sweep a little. Last one each side, then we'll hold. Okay, now if your sits bones feel really angry on the floor, they're a bit cranky without anything to help them, pad up. Use a quilt, a cushion, pillow, anything you have. Right arm reaches back, and if it feels great, we're gonna lift long through top of head, and then swivel eye gaze towards the fingertips, feeling like your back is really hunkered in. Use right hand on the floor, push you up. Fill up with breath. Breathe into the underside of your belly. Breathe in the backs of your knees. Every little nook and cranny deserves your attention. Undo when you're ready. Plug your big toes back in case they open. And then right hand down. Left arm open a little bit or a lot if it feels good. Lengthening, folks. Inhale, top of head away from tail. Feel the spinal energy. One more big breath in, and if you want to go a bit deeper, I have it for you. Coming undone, come inside any bit, and we can always prop things up to help feel more comfortable. Otherwise, right fingers thread under, and it's like a spider, they walk out as far as possible. Or left fingers, whatever one you start with first, okay? Walk out, lift your chest. And then on the exhalation, find as much length as possible, and then allow yourself to melt down. If big toes come open, they come open. Big breaths for our hips today. Hooray for healthy, happy hips. One more big breath in, yogis. Stay longer if you like it, and really support yourself on the way out here. On your exhalation, bring hands down somewhere to boost you, and then guide yourself in. What do we need? Our legs probably need a little something, right? A swish, like a windshield wiper. If you feel like you need to get really open, we can come back here, fingertips behind for butterfly, and allow all that tension in your hips to open and release. All right, a little frog for this next posture. So we have to spin around, sometimes ungraceful like a break dancer. That's okay, we got this. And we're coming to tabletop. Let's bring our right leg back, and then right leg up to the outside of our right shoulder. We're actually gonna land it down here. Now, choose your location, because if you land on your mat, sometimes it gets stuck and doesn't end up ever slipping out, which is our goal, to get a little bit more fluid and flexible. Bringing forearms down, or if it's torturous, bring the hands down or prop up. We're gonna try to bring our little froggy toes right behind our knees, turn down. And then allow yourself to rest down, rest on the top of your left foot, but if we want a little more back bend, we can come into like a seal posture. We can use those lizard hands that we normally do to boost us up. And if you're the opposite and you just want to relax your hip here, fold one hand on top of the other, rest to the forehead, right on the backs of your hands. And then just a little trick we can do. Think about pressing your right knee down and release. Think about pressing it down and release, or rolling your right hip down and up. Think about that ball and socket rolling in and rolling out, just for a little bit extra. One more big breath in. One more big breath out. Bring your toes just a little closer to your buns. And sometimes there's no graceful way, right? We just figured that out. We're just gonna come out however it speaks to us. Come all the way back and stretch out anything that needs it. And then when you're ready, tabletop. Left leg pushes it back, pulls it towards my left shoulder, and then I'm gonna land somewhere, maybe off of the mat for more relaxation, more surrender. You choose how this is gonna go, yogis. Stay up high, get down low. Take your little flexed froggy toes and bring them right behind your left knee. They face out. And then when you get into your favorite version of frog, I'm just showing a few if you forget. Well, this is a half frog. When you get into your favorite version of half frog, let's start that PNF stretching. We're gonna push the right knee down. Think about the left knee down. Think about the left ball in socket rolling down and up. So feel that happening in your body. You may not see it, but it feels really good to press down and up back there. Now, if we want to do full frog, that is coming next, but if it's too intense for anyone, just take a wide child's pose. You stay for one more breath in your half frog. If we don't love it, we just want to take a really wide child's pose here. And if we want something to support us, go for it. When you're ready, we are going to come out of that half frog, yogis. Climb back up. Maybe pull your heel a little closer towards your buns, and you might just be able to bring the leg in. Get out any way possible. Push and pull. Do anything you need. And then if you're ready for half frog, I just take my one knee out, other knee out, my froggy feet flex out, heels behind my knees, and we can stay right here. Don't have to go anywhere. It's tough, yes. If we want to come down, we do. That's why it's nice to have our legs on something slippery so we don't get forced somewhere, can't get any deeper. But right now I'm kind of stuck on my mat, so it works for today. Belly in. Let's really pull the pelvic floor muscles up and in. Hammock everything up and in, like it's all nestled inwards. And we're in a wide child's pose if this just isn't going to work for us today. Oh, yogis, one more big breath in our frogs. We're going to actually visit this one on the floor in a sec too. And then on the exhalation, coming out however it's possible for our frogs. I like to take my big toes together behind my buns, and then I push up and just as quickly I go whoosh, and just zip it in. Because sometimes it doesn't feel so great immediately. Take as much time as you need. Child's posers, come on up. And we're pushing back to downward facing dog for a little bit of hip work to finish. Lift and lengthen, shimmy if you need to. Does your hip still bother you? Do you need to push it out? Do anything that feels good, yogis. Right leg is rising high. When you're ready, three-legged dog. Bend your knee. Flex your foot. Really use your toes here. And then open your knee. A gigantic hip yawn. Heel comes towards my left shoulder. Looking forward, bringing heel back to ceiling, drawing knee in towards nose. And let's land in a pigeon. Walk your back toes back. Well, we're going to focus today on staying up in a little bit of a back bend here. You choose where we want our knees and where we want our heels. Flexed front feet to protect our joints. And you could even be seated on your right cheek with two 90-degree knees. This could be a great place for today. When we get there, yogis, we're going to do a little bit of rolling. So fingertips come down like suction cups. Hollow in the heel of the hand to get strong in our wrists. Lift up. And then roll forward. Bring your collarbones to me. Tuck in tight, chin to chest, and come back up. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Breathe into the underside of your pelvic bowl. Inhale energy and enthusiasm, and exhale anything that's holding you back from having a terrific day. Stay at the very tippy top. Option to stay here. Make fists for wrist if you didn't love those fingers. Use any props you'd like. Or we're going to add on the back leg tricep stretch. So right hip can come down. We can take a hold of the inside of back foot. Cool, cool. Stay right here. Do anything that feels really good. Or you can rise back up into your pigeon. Try to get a little light on your right fingers. And from here, yogis, let's start to pull heel towards our buns and then kick back out. Just getting a little bit of stretching in here. Fold the leg any way it's possible. And earlier when we talked about straps, if you were here in the beginning of class, we talked about we could use a t-shirt or a belt or anything so you could lasso around there and use it to pull and push. And then eventually, like I said, we're going to stay up today. So I want to kick in to my leg like I'm freeing myself from my hand. And then I'm up in this beautiful back bend. Lift and lengthen. If you feel really stable, right arm can come out. Feel like a blade of grass blowing in a soft breeze. One more big breath in. Feels good, right? One more big breath out. Now you stay longer if you want. Otherwise, we're undoing. And then how do you want to get back to downward facing dog? I like to bring hands under shoulders, tuck my back toes to lift me up a bit, and then push back. That leg is a little cranky, yes? Rise up through the right leg again and do the same giant yawn we just did earlier. But this time, if you're feeling open, you might want to get light on your right fingers. Maybe we tap down to the floor, let buns rest, reset, and then boost up into our version of a little wild thing back bend. Look wherever it feels good, really open. Rewind when you're ready, eyes down. Right fingertips fall as right leg rises into three-legged dog, back to the sky. Down dog, do the down dog shimmy. Shake your shoulders, bend and walk your dog, bend your knees, push your heels, shake your hips, do whatever feels good. Left leg rises, in breath, guys. Knee bends, heel comes towards. Now I want to show you all this from the side, so you guys go, and I'm just going to switch position here. Heel comes towards the right armpit, and we open in a beautiful left side yawn. Feels good, right? Come on back up to three-legged dog. Bring your left knee on through, and then let's land our knee somewhere that feels great, remembering that we can land on our right cheek and bring our back knee to bend for a pigeon modification. Otherwise, let's walk our right toes back, get super comfy. My only request is I'd like to invite you to keep a really flexed left foot so our ankle is stable under our knee, protecting one joint, always followed by the other. And when you get cozy, come on up here. Remember those rolls. Come out just a little wider so you have room to move. Lift up through the chest and throat. Exhale, come forward, and then curl into rise. And we can certainly do these too if the back leg is bent. Feel like you're nourishing your spine with every little breath. I think these are just heavenly. So if there's more in your book today, practice away, folks. Otherwise, come into the top. And we may need padding under this back knee, but if you're ready to bend and add on your quad stretch, we can still sit on the left cheek. We could just hold right here. Otherwise, any grip that works for you, thumbs up, grab onto top of feet, spin the fingers forward, whatever feels good. We should feel open across our chest. And then just play like it's a little lever and you're trying to test and see what's gonna happen. Get a little lighter on your left hand. Stretch, stretch, and if you find a spot that you're like, oh, I feel so good, stay there. And if it feels great today and we can spin a little higher through the heart, elevate the left fingers, really expansively reaching out, go for it. But ultimately, I want to get us into the spot where we start kicking in to our leg as if we're going to fully straighten it and our heart rises higher. See, when I kick, whoosh, lifts me right up. And bring a little smile into your mindset or hear a little giggle just to lighten up your mood because these stretches are tough for the hips. Feel free and happy. And then on the way out, yogis, land any way it feels good. Listen, we're coming to our backs, but first I want to get one more stretch in. Press into downward facing dog. I like to push hands down, tuck back toes, lift, push up, get situated here. Left leg rises when you're ready, no rush. Now push really strong. Does it feel better if you square your hips? Does it feel better if you open your hips? Do it. Left knee bends. We open towards the side. Keep going, yogis. Right on over to flip if we feel good. Left hand gets light. We might spin all the way down and around. Then catch your bearings here. Have a seat. Boost when you're ready. All right, if it feels good, we're staying for another breath. And when the moment is right, eyes look down. Left arm comes towards the floor as the left leg rises high. Three-legged dog. Down to downward facing dog. Look forward, and if you're ready for a little action, we're just gonna pop forward. We can cross our feet and roll all the way forward, or just lower to your knees and come on down to your backs. All right, yogis, I'm taking my timer with me. I'll keep you posted when it gets to 12:55, okay? We have 10 minutes of fun stuff to happen here. To the backs we go. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit more frogs, but these are happy frogs. Bring the soles of your feet together when you get down. Here's your frog feet. And then crunch your body up, holding onto your toes, pull up. Okay, cool, right? Spread the legs into straddle. Take a little prayer, karate chop between the legs. So we have a frog crunch, hold, and then crunch. Can we lift the upper body? Breathe in, breathe out. And then when we start to get our rhythm, we don't need to hold our feet anymore. So we're gonna karate chop outside the feet, karate chop inside the legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Fully rest your head and slow this way down in between if we need to. I'm on the slow version if we need it. Resting my head and neck, listening to my body whenever it asks me for a little bit of help. 4 more seconds, guys. If you're moving fast, that's about 3 more sets. Stay strong, yogis. Okay, so from one little water animal to the next, curl yourself into a tiny little ball, holding your legs again, crunch in really tight, and then a starfish this time. Legs sweep open, head stays hovering, arms hover out wide, crunch into a little ball. Here's an exhale. Inhale as you open everything wide, starfish. If your neck is cranky, what would you do here? Rest your head, hover everything else. Pretty cool, right? Let it have a break. It works so hard all day. Exhale. Yogis, I know we got this, so we have 4 more. Now, if that doesn't feel good, then don't do it. If your hips are cranky after all that work, take them out like a little baby starfish. Just a little bit. 2 more big ones. Big breaths is all I really care about. That's the benefit here. At the tippy top, we stay. This time, shoot your karate chops outside your pinky toes and pulse. Now, if it's tough, your neck is really bothering you, fingertips to temples somehow works magically to alleviate neck stress. And if it's still too tough, we lower all the way, relax, and we go really slow. Otherwise, we're here for 8 seconds, yogis. Keep the knees pinned in. And for those last 4 seconds, toes to ceiling, make it like a big uppercase U. 3 seconds, reach, reach, reach. 2 and 1, tippy top isometric hold, lift your tailbone off the floor, or stay in your little crunchy ball, 2 seconds. And 1, beautiful guys, hands to shins, rock up. You are not done. Stay lifted here, not on the back of my tailbone, on the front of my tailbone, so my chest is offered forward. Stay here, or lift up into boat pose. Okay, I'm gonna scoot back just a little bit so you can see me. Stay lifted, guys. Arms are coming out like that supermodel on the beach earlier. Whoop, right up here. If we need them, we can take our hands to the floor. And we're doing just tiny little can-cans, I call them, but toe taps, toe tap the floor. Stay lifted in your heart, open big. We can always stay holding onto the legs as well. 3 seconds, yogis. I know you've got this. 2 and 1. A little bit extra core work today. Let's roll to our planks, and we're just gonna take a cruise around the world. Sounds so innocent, right? Forearm planks to start. We're gonna walk out, out, in with our feet, and then start with the other foot. Now, if I need to, my knees are down, I can still walk out, out, in. You choose. 4. 3 more sets. Let's be long, top of head through tails, belly in, hammock, all the organs up. And 1. All right, so we finished one side of the world already. Left forearm comes down, right arm rises, side plank. Drop the bottom knee, heel behind it if this feels better today. If your shoulder is talking back to you, please listen to it. Take this option, okay? Belly lifted from the underside, like there's a little flame on the mat. Lift away. From here, wherever you are, see if we can elevate the top leg. Just a little bit or a lot. Shoulder tired, pull it back down, elevate here. 3 more seconds. Open your heart, lift top of head away from right heel. Good job, yogis. Back to center. But to finish this trip, we have to come up to the hands. I am in modified plank. If this is still very challenging for us in this moment, we are in tabletop and holding here. Stay in plank. This time we're walking the hands out, out, and in. Our hips are not like a big ocean liner. No, they are like an ocean liner. They're really steady. They're not like a little sailboat in tumultuous waves. Steady and strong. Right hand out, left hand out. Right hand in, left hand in. Start with left side, out. And in. Ocean liner strong in the hips, out. Let's go 1 more, guys. Stay strong. Breathe and believe in yourself. Cool, cool. Last side. Forearm plank, knees are always there for you. Right hand, forearm comes under. I'm just switching sides so you can see me. Side plank, what are my options? Right knee down, boost up, long as you can be. Full of breath, almost done this crazy core challenge today. Left foot flexes, pushes out, toes super happy and active. From the big old side plank if possible. 3 seconds, hold and breathe. Cool, guys. Top arm falls to help us settle down to the earth. Rise up and just let your poor shoulders go. Give them a roll, a little roll, because they're cranky and vulnerable right now. Give them some loving. When you're ready, we're coming all the way over towards some striking cobras. So let's find child's pose. Look at me if you're unsure of what this is. It's a slithering move that's very hard to master. It might feel jerky today, but we're going to work on it. Child's pose. We come through, yogis. skim the floor with your chin and your chest, and then roll up into, well, I went to up dog, but you can go anywhere. So I'll show you again. Join me when you're ready. Striking cobra, and I could just land right here. Okay, push back to child's pose. Try to get slithery. Inhale. And then scoot right on up and through to your version of the back bend. Let's try 3 more. If it feels super jerky, just slow it down, yogis. We never have any time to rush through our practice. Breathe in. And if you do 1 more in this time, that's fabulous as well. 1 more. Okay, so our back should feel okay. From wherever you are, pause in your back bend, no matter how low or how high it is, and see if you can rock side to side just a tad. Swivel your chin from the floor on up around one shoulder. Any level feels good. And the other shoulder. If your knees and thighs are lifted, swivel the whole lower half too. Oh, that's nice. Cool. 1 more little challenge, and then we're gonna relax towards the end. Push back. We have some scorpion push-ups. Tabletop, right toes poke up, but it's a stinger, so I want you to point it up. Shift forward, come in a little tiny tricep push-up, and release back to tabletop. If this is super hard, left stinger, poke it up, shift forward. Oh, it's hard, but if it's too hard, you're gonna bring your knees under your hips, and we're just gonna bow from here. So instead of being back, we're gonna take a little bow down and rise. Stinger still rises. If it's still too much, just work on tricep push-ups with no legs. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 more, 1 more each side. Shift. Inhale, exhale, use your breath. Beautiful job. Before we finish on our backs and bridges today, let's do some Kapalabhati breathing to really fire up our core. I'll talk you through it, don't worry. We're gonna tuck all 10 toes if this is comfortable and come into toes stance. If we get here and we want more, we scoot our knees forward to really stretch the bottoms of our feet, or we can just sit here on any props or in a cross-legged position. Arms are gonna rise up high, yogis. And then you're gonna take all of your fingers down with little antenna thumbs sticking out, okay? See that? Arms are overhead with relaxed shoulders. Pull your belly muscles in, lengthen up really tall. Take a big breath in and a big breath out to clear. 1 more like that, and on your exhalations, you're gonna start to go, let the whole body move. So inhale, rise, no one can hear you. Exhale just halfway of your breath out. Keep the arms really long overhead. Start to exhale forcefully here. Open mouth or through the nose, does not matter. It's just sometimes you blow things out of your nose, so the mouth may be better. Keep the arms long, keep breathing, yogis. Lengthen up through your sides. Pull forcefully in through your belly, like you're squeezing every little bit of air out. 4 more big breaths, seconds. 2, 1 big breath in at the top, hold everything in, relax your shoulders, pull in through your bathroom muscles, up through all your internal organs, up through your closed throat. Exhale, release. Arms come down by our sides. Just feel that buzz. Hands come down. Even if it's just your shoulders buzzing, sometimes we get a little lightheaded with that breath. It takes a lot of practice. Well done, guys. Let's finish. We have 2 minutes together in a bridge today. And then if you can stay with me for breath at the end, we'll finish with our favorite little happy baby. When you come back down to your backs, heels come close enough that I can tickle them with my fingers. Knees start to squeeze towards the midline, and I press my palms down to low, slow and low, lift up through the spine. Just keep it low, no pressure here. When you feel pretty good, just hammock your hips side to side. Not lifted high, just shed. Okay, so now we're gonna slowly rise high. Lift up really high, and if your knees feel good, let's clasp 1 hand under the low back, the other hand under the low back. Walk your shoulders under, really peel open your chest. Option, guys, to put any props you want under your buns and take a supported bridge instead, because we're gonna move our legs here. So once we get up, lift both heels. Now, can you tuck your chin to your chest and lengthen out the back of your neck? Lifting heels feels really free in the low back, doesn't it? Right knee comes into chest, breathe in, poke your toes to sky, and then like a bicycle wheel, circle all the way out and down. Knee to chest, poke toes to sky, cycle your bicycle wheel. Inhale, just try to connect it with breath. This is so hard on that opposite ball of foot, yes? So if it's too much, lower the heel. Do these last 3 with the heel down and comfy. Good on our old hips there, huh? Pull your knee in, poke your toes to the sky, and this time lower back. Oh, reset. Staying up, staying up. If you need to come out, you do. Otherwise, left knee to chest, poke them up, push out long, like you're gonna scrape the paint off that wall over there. Really push strong and energetically. Open your heart, breathe under your collarbones, make them smile happily. We have 4 more big ones. Keep your hips lifted. 2. Oh, bad counting. Now we have 2. 1 more, yogis, 1 more. Great job. Pull your knee into your chest. Poke your toes up towards the sky. Land in your bridge and undo your hands, undo your shoulders. For those of you that have to go before the last few minutes, now is your time. Otherwise, heels lower and super slowly, 1 tiny vertebrae at a time, we're gonna lower our spine like a massage back into the mat. Okay, I wanted to share with you a fun little happy baby at the end with a little gift, guys. So when we get to happy baby, we're gonna stamp our feet on the ceiling, grab somewhere outside or inside of our feet. But I like to do the outside because I love to do this little toe stretch like we just did in Kapalabhati breathing. When you get a hold of the outside of your feet, if you can reach them, you take your thumb and you pull your pinky toe. Pull that next little toe. Oh, feels so good. Pull that next toe. There we go. All the way to that big one. And then just go back the other way. If this isn't working for us today, we can just hold on to our shins, our thighs. Try to really flex your feet so all 5 toes are stamping on the ceiling. And then my last request is to invite so much space into your back. Spread your shoulder blades, spread your low back, tips of tailbones on the floor, sits bones really wide like your honey cooling down on your mat. Let's take 1 more big breath in, happy baby. Taking any other stretches you need, and then helping our knees shut. Our legs might feel a little vulnerable right now. Rolling to massage the low back side to side. And then on one of these rolls, if it feels best, just pop right on up to seated. If it feels better, come on down to one side, cradle your head for a sec. And then we're gonna make our way to a seated position. Any position works, especially if you have something really comfy to sit on right here. Let's take our palms down just for a moment of grounding and a few breaths to finish our class today. As we breathe in, we may want to repeat these words or substitute your own in. I am, and as we breathe out, healing, because we're going to send it out to everyone that needs it. Breathing it in, taking it for yourself, and sending out what you can spare. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, vital and alive. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, vibrant. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, perfectly well, happy and harmonious. One with our breath today. Beautiful job, yogis. Hands come to heart center. Thumbs connect with heartbeat here, and we sit up just a little bit taller. Chin tucks in towards chest, shoulders slide back, bringing awareness to our state of being, recognizing our strength, our ability to heal, and that we are actively focusing on our wellness. Wonderful job today. The light in me, yogis, acknowledges, is very humbled and inspired by the light that is in each and every one of virtual yous. Namaste, guys. Have a wonderful day. I can't wait to see you again very soon. Until then, take good care.
Thank you so much, Tiffany, and happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, happy birthday, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Tiffany.
Thank you. Happy birthday,
Thank
Tiffany.
you.
Birthday. Yeah.